Hello everyone, my name is Akshita Agrawal and I'm a clinical dietitian. I am back with another very interesting video which is on high cholesterol. So through this video we'll discuss that what is cholesterol, what are its types, its sources, then what are the advantages and disadvantages of having cholesterol in your body. Then we'll finally talk about all the remedies, all the foods that you can take to reduce your cholesterol naturally. So let's start with understanding that what is cholesterol. Cholesterol is a type of fat which is secreted by your liver cells in your body, and it has two broad categories, which is your LDL and HDL. So LDL is also known as your low density lipoprotein, also known as bad cholesterol. Then there is HDL, which is high density lipoprotein, also known as good cholesterol. Now why are they known as good or bad cholesterol? So LDL, its main function is to take the cholesterol towards the blood arteries. Arteries are the pipelines. In layman language, you can call them pipelines, which transport blood from heart to the organs and organs to the heart. So the main function of LDL is to take this cholesterol and deposit them in these pipelines, therefore causing blockages and therefore leading to heart problems. But the function of HDL, which is the good cholesterol, is to take this cholesterol to the liver, which gets rid of this cholesterol from the blood and therefore reducing the blockages in these pipelines. So if you want to reduce the high cholesterol levels or the bad cholesterol levels, it has been seen that if you consume food sources which contain HDL, which is your good cholesterol, they automatically reduce the bad cholesterol, which is the LDL, which is causing the blockages. Now you may wonder that if cholesterol is that bad for our health, it causes these blockages, it causes so much harm to the heart, why does our liver cells release them in the body in the first place? Now here comes the importance of cholesterol. Why is cholesterol important for our body? Now cholesterol has a number of important functions in our body. It varies from transporting nutrients from one cell to the other, then to the healthy formations of cells, then formation of vitamin D, then formation of important hormones. So therefore cholesterol is secreted for all these significant functions. Now we'll discuss about two of them in detail. First is synthesis of vitamin D. Now as you know that there are very less sources of dietary sources of vitamin D in our diet. Therefore this cholesterol in the presence of sunlight converts into vitamin D, and therefore vitamin D is known as sunshine vitamin. Now what happens when people don't expose to sunlight that much? What happens is that this cholesterol becomes excess, therefore causing high cholesterol, and the vitamin D becomes deficient, therefore causing bone problems. So if you expose every day to 20 to 30 minutes of sunlight, it is shown significant improvement in your vitamin D levels as well as reduction in your cholesterol levels. Now moving on to the second important function. Second important function is the synthesis of all the important hormones, mainly concerned with your stress response, which is your cortisol, and important hormones which are released from your kidney in times of stress. Also important hormones which are associated with good reproductive health. So examples include estrogen, and examples include testosterone, then your progesterone. So cholesterol is important for all these functions. But what happens when it becomes excess? Now when cholesterol becomes excess in our body, it deposits in these pipelines which I explained, and therefore the blood supply is reduced to the organs or to the heart, therefore leading to complications like heart attack, heart ischemia, angina, which is your chest pain. So managing cholesterol, testing cholesterol every 6 months is very important. You should get your lipid profile done every 6 months or at least annually, so that you know that how much cholesterol is present in your blood, so that you can take the corrective actions. Now let us talk about the sources of cholesterol. We have discussed that what are the types, what is cholesterol, why is it important, how is it harmful. Now what are the sources? So let us first discuss about the LDL, that is the bad cholesterol sources. All the animal product fat is a source of bad cholesterol. So examples include full fat milk, which is your full cream milk. Then cream from this milk. Then your khoya, Your examples include excess of ghee consumption, excess of butter consumption, whether it is white butter or yellow butter. Any kind of excess, consumption of butter will lead to high cholesterol levels. Then, your egg yolk, the yellow part of the egg, is also very rich in cholesterol. All the red meats like mutton, very rich in cholesterol. All the, organ meats like liver, kidney, very, very rich in cholesterol. So, all these are the sources of LDL. Now let us move on to the remedies. What can we do to rectify this high cholesterol, to reduce this high cholesterol? So there are 3-4 things that you need to keep in mind when you are trying to manage your cholesterol. First is reduction of the intake of LDL cholesterol. The sources that I mentioned just now, these are all sources of LDL, so you should consume them in moderation or less as possible. Second, prevention can be exposing yourself to sunlight for 20 to 30 minutes every day. This will ensure the reduction of the natural cholesterol present in your blood. Third important thing that you can do is taking sources of HDL, which is your good cholesterol. So HDL can be improved by taking foods which are rich in omega-3. So what are the sources of omega-3? Almonds, walnuts, seeds like flax seeds, then your chia seeds. Then for non-vegetarians, fish is a very good source. So all these foods will help you in improving your good cholesterol and therefore reducing your bad cholesterol. Now let us also talk about another important factor. Now it has been seen that all the people who have more plant-based diet, that is, who consume more foods which come from plants, tend to have lower cholesterol levels. The reason being that plants contain this compound which is very similar to soluble fiber. Now what is soluble fiber? Soluble fiber is any fiber which can be broken down or digested by the body. So when you consume a lot of soluble fiber has the tendency of reducing LDL in your blood. Therefore, consuming a lot of soluble fiber sources will help you in reducing this HDL. Now what are the sources of soluble fiber? Most of the fruits, especially papaya, then your whole grains like whole wheat flour, bajra, soya, ragi, these are good sources of fiber, but soluble fiber is especially high in oats. Then you can consume your seeds which I mentioned, nuts that I mentioned, all these are also good sources of fiber. So anybody who consumes a high fiber diet has been associated with a lower cholesterol levels. So make sure to include a lot of green leafy vegetables, a lot of fruits, a good amount of salads, then your nuts, your seeds that I mentioned, and grains like oats, whole wheat flour, whole dals. So these are very, very good examples of including good fiber in your diet and therefore lowering your cholesterol. So apart from all these, exercising every day has also been associated with reducing your cholesterol levels. So I hope this video was useful for you, and if you like this video, do share it with your friends and family so they can also take benefit from this knowledge, and do subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next video. Thank you.